What's up and welcome back. Today we're discussing what is going to happen next in Dragon Ball Super Chapter 46. Vegeta has lost his energy fighting Moro, so they are in a pickle for sure. Now, if you look back at the Dragon Ball series as a whole, you can predict some of the things that might happen. Now, if Toyotaro wants to switch things up, I highly welcome that change, because if what I think is going to happen happens, I'm going to be bored and highly disappointed. So let's get into that. So Vegeta has lost his energy fighting Moro, and Goku is over there watching this fight. Now Moro has taken the energy from the planet and the Namekians and Vegeta. Vegeta cannot go Super Saiyan because he doesn't have his energy. Now the same should be true of Goku. Now, this typical trope would say that Goku would jump in chapter 46 and start fighting Moro in his freaking base form or something, and then start doing a better job than Vegeta did as a Super Saiyan Blue or something crazy like that, like he did in the Universe 6 saga and also in Dragon Ball... Spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Broly, where Goku fought Broly in his base form and Broly tanked a punch from Super Saiyan God Vegeta. So I really hope something ridiculous like that happens. Goku should not have any energy, but I feel like there's gonna be something that he pulls out of his ass where he's like, I was keeping all of my energy inside me while that was happening, so Moro wasn't able to get to it or something like that. And one thing that I also hope is that this kind of moves on from just this fight. I hope we get more buildings, a more story building other than just Goku and Vegeta fighting Moro on New Namek, the whole arc, I kind of hope Moro beats Goku and Vegeta here and they survive somehow, like they have to instant transmit somewhere and they have to kind of go back and regroup and think of a strategy to defeat Moro. But what I think is going to happen, at least early on in the chapter, it's going to happen. Goku's going to step in and do something or other heroic or make himself look good, because that's kind of what happens in this series. And it's kind of an annoying trope at this point. What do you guys think? What do you think their options are to get out of this situation? But one thing we can't forget is that Majin Buu is still asleep, and they're still banking on getting the Grand Supreme Kai out of Buu to do his technique on Moro again. But who knows if that'll even work again, because it apparently took a significant amount of power from the Grand Supreme Kai to even do that technique once. So who knows if he can even do that again. Perhaps one thing that may be interesting to see is the Grand Supreme Kai teaching it to one of our heroes. They did mention in passing the Grand Supreme Kai not wanting to teach it to somebody else. I'm wondering why they needed to mention that, other than, noting that he's the only one that's able to do that. So would be very interesting to get a little bit more elaboration on that. Maybe he can teach it to somebody else and they could do it against Moro, and it would be an interesting way for them to do that instead of the Grand Supreme Kai just stepping in and, beating Moro with that technique again at the sacrifice of his life or something crazy like that. But in terms of chapter 46 of the Dragon Ball Super manga, I basically think that most of it is going to be kind of a tension-filled, what are they going to do kind of situation with Moro's energy-sucking power. I think that at least toward the end of the manga chapter, we're going to have a summoning of the dragon, which, of course, if you remember, they do need to speak in the Namekian language to be able to make the wish from Porunga. So does Moro know this language, or is he going to have the Elder Namek hostage or something and make him do the wish? And if so, maybe the Elder Namek can be a hero, and Moro gives him the wish, make me all powerful again, give me my youth back, and then the Elder Namek's like, turn him into a banana or something, oh man, there's so many possibilities here. But yeah, to summarize, my prediction is that they're going to kind of stand around. Goku might jump in and do some heroic stuff and do a better job than what Vegeta did in his base form. And then toward the end of the chapter, we're going to actually have the summoning of the dragon and maybe even Moro getting his wish. And of course, we can't forget that Jocko and Maris are up there in space. So if Maris is actually on Moro's side, we may see his true colors as well. But of course, if he's not on Moro's side, we may have Maris jump in to save the day. You know, what do you guys think? Do you think Maris is bad? Do you think he's good? Do you think he's gonna jump in to try to help Goku and Vegeta against Moro? Do you think Moro's going to get his wish in the next chapter? Now, going forward past chapter 46 is a whole entire thing on its own. Like, how are they going to beat Moro when he has this energy sucking power? Now, there are a couple techniques that may help defeat Moro. We, of course, have the Mafuba technique, which I think that they can pull off if the right person does it. Now, if I think Goku does it, I think he can pull that off, seal Moro away for all of eternity. That is, of course, until he escapes, like every other person has escaped the Mafuba technique. But we also have the Hakai. Now, that would require Beerus getting involved or Goku doing the technique. Now, Goku should, of course, be out of energy, so he wouldn't be able to do the Hakai right now, or shouldn't be able to, but he is able to do it in the manga. So that may be like a last resort kind of option for them, for Goku to just Hakai the crap out of Moro. What do you guys think? Do you think they would be able to pull that off before Moro is able to suck his energy? If Beerus gets involved, do you think that Beerus can get the Hakai off before Moro sucks him of his energy? Now, can Moro suck God of Destruction energy? Yeah, probably. I mean, he can suck Genki, regular Ki, whatever. He can suck anything. But one guy that may be able to single-handedly defeat Moro pretty easily, and we haven't seen him since Dragon Ball, is of course Devilman. Now, Devilman with his Devil Might Beam would absolutely wipe the floor with Moro. What do you guys think? Do you think Devilman could defeat Moro with his evil heart? Because if you remember, the Devil Might Beam, basically, if your heart has any kind of evil in it, then you're gonna be dead. You're gone. So I think that just wraps up my thoughts. It's really open-ended. It's hard to predict what's going to happen. But of course, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you have any predictions or theories, do you think I'm pretty accurate with what Goku's going to do and what's going to happen next? Let me know down in the comments. As always, thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.